By the way, I just want to point out that the US futures, Dow futures are indicating a big start. So a lot of this is global in nature as well. Yes, we had a knee jerk, but look at the way Asia is rallying, and you also got to keep that at the back of your mind. We are still underperforming as a market, but that's Dow futures up about 182 points. Ramdev Agarwal is also with us from Motilal Oswal. Ramdev, hi, good morning. Good to have you on the show. So the market says, what's wrong if Rajan is leaving? The market is in the green actually.
Yeah, so stock market is bigger than, this is the biggest machine in the world. So it's most complex, biggest. So we can have emotional outburst for somebody who is prominent, global, leaving the country and laying down the office. But markets are much bigger. And the wealth creating story in the stock market. These are times when you must remember why we are bullish and why we are in the market. Not because of one person, one political party. It's because the nation, because of the economy, the character of the economy, demographics, the opportunity. This is probably the only market which is up 100 times in the last 30 years. Who was the governor, who was the prime minister, what party was there, what coalition was there. So the destiny of the nation is set. So I would not be bearish or bullish per se on the market. See, individually about the event is one thing,
Yeah. So, but are there worries about how the currency may pan out? We have had a remarkably stable currency over the past 30 months or so. In a context of other currency, we began with the fragile 5. The other 4 have gone through hell, but probably the Indonesian rupee a little less, but India's currency was the most stable in that fragile 5. So would there be worries about that we'll have to tide over global events now without that kind of an even hand at the helm?
Yeah, so the brilliance of the person cannot be doubted, and definitely he had a stamp on what you are saying about the stability of the currency, inflation fighting, opening of the sector, entire banking sector in history, and the kind of opening up he has done is stunning. So cleaning out the bank, so you cannot take away the achievements, but we have to move on in the sense that who is going to be the next guy, how competent is the next person, and what is there in store we don't know. It's a realm of important but not knowable. So let's not too much worried about it. Most likely what you are saying is right, that global currency management has become a nightmarish job, particularly for an emerging market. So the flows are very important, what the foreigners are thinking. I think in last 8-10 years, particularly 10-15 years, I think importance of foreigners as an investors as well as investors in bonds and as an NRI or as an FII, I think it has increased significantly. And we are looking at them for the support in terms of our massive trillions of dollars of capital expenditure which is planned in the future. And fundamentally we are a current account deficit economy. So there is an importance of a stable currency, but it also doesn't mean that nobody can manage it. There will be a roster of talents, and I hope we get a better guy. Virat Kohli is gone, but still there is Dhoni and there are a whole lot of guys who will come up. I remain out. See, if you are in the stock market, you have to be optimist, and yes, a lot of things can go wrong and a lot of things can be actually much better. So let's, So
until we get to know more about the next governor, we have many other positive things working for us, whether it's a pickup in earnings and now the monsoons have begun as well.
Monsoon is a huge thing. In the short term, after 3 years of drought, and it is expected that monsoon is going to be superb in the sense that it is going to be historically one of the biggest monsoon extra precipitation. So we are, at least I am looking for that development to be, because that will have a much more sobering effect on the inflation also, which had become one of the contentious point. So if inflation goes down, again it will open up the room for more monetary action. And any government would like to have fiscal as well as monetary policy to be in the full control. So
do you think that this this bull market theory is intact? We've moved from 6,900 to 8,200 since February. Do you think the uptrend is intact now?
See, it is very difficult to predict, but if there is a if you say that bull market is intact, it is intact. I don't think this event has anything to do. It will dent even a small thing into the bull market, because the institutions are way bigger than an individual. Maybe there could be some small deviation, whether you like it or not, but the basic character of the economy, the strength of the economy, the corporate earnings, those are absolutely, solid.
No, it is not really the equity markets which will worry, especially the swathe of good run companies that you have in your mid-cap 30 or mid-cap 35. Those chart their own orbits and they move on. But would you worry about bond investors? The big money came from there, and therefore if if the new man or woman is not perceived as pursuing the same inflation control zest, would there be some trepidation? And if the currency will not be as stable, bond investors are playing for very, very small gains. But if they move in droves, $40 billion came in 1 year only from bond investors. Is that a spot of bother?
Yeah. Look, I am not a bond expert. I've never, in my life, I've not bought a single rupee bond. Okay. So for me to comment,
it's just something you have to keep on your radar when you are.
Yeah, obviously.
Looking.
See, we are seeing everything is moving. Gold price is moving, metal prices are moving, bond prices are moving, currency is moving. So all these variables you have to take into account. Like one of the fundamental thought I have is that rupee will remain weaker, even if Mr. Rajan is there and continues. Fundamentally, the direction of rupee is to be weaker.
By the way, the market has recovered a lot. It's almost a 90-point recovery that we're seeing on the Nifty now.
And I wanted to make that point. The Nifty future is telling you the kind of market we are in, Sonia. 8205 is what we have at this point in time. It's all about timing in stock market. This news could have come last year and all hell would have broken loose. Right now is a different day altogether, and just to extend the point about the institution being far more important than individual, and a bit of a debate on that point. I think this is market's way of telling you what really the market thinks about this whole news flow. At this point in time, the market believes that whether a new governor comes, whether he is going to just carry forward the legacy that Dr. Rajan has left or is going to leave behind. I think at some times we just need to let the market decide what is best or what is good, and let the market's reaction decide rather than our own reaction. And I think the market's verdict, at least at this point in time, is loud and clear. Of course, you will see in the medium term whether things change or not. But Ramdev, on that point, what do you think is going to lead the market higher? Is it going to be value stocks which are now trading at much lower valuations, or is it still going to be those expensive stocks where at least growth is visible?
Yeah. See, markets move on two things. One is the earnings, clearly. Whichever sector will get higher earnings, those stocks in those sectors, they move up. Second is the opinion about that. The real move is the P multiple change. So earnings may remain at say 1400-1500 wherever it is, but the P multiples can shoot up from say 18 to 25, 30 when you get the feel that there is a perfect monsoon, perfect monetary policy, perfect fiscal policy, we are on the growth bench. So after 6 to 8 months, if the earnings are going to shoot up, ahead of that, the opinion itself can, earnings will come whenever, but the opinion about the earnings growth can take the market to different levels. So yes, eventually it will be certified by confirmed by the earnings growth, but initially the outlook on the earnings itself will drive the market.
Okay, what have you made of all the recent events to clean up the banks? Now they have been given a right to write down debt.
Yeah.
So hopefully there'll be more M&As, or at least existing companies will be able to sustain the debt they have. This whole game, how will you play? Is there any part that attracts you?
Yeah, so those parts are very specific micro issues. Like see this SBI mergers, it was lingering on for so many years, and sometimes they'll hold the board meeting, they'll talk about one will do, two will do. In one single shot, all 4-5 of them, boss, we need only one of them. So that tells me that many more are ahead. Like once you complete this particular thing, then they might think of, because having 27, 28 banks probably may not be the way, but I don't know what is the final decision, but my sense is we could see some more actions on that side.
So how do you approach the stock specific action now? Because this year, if you look at it, if you cut through sectors, all the companies that delivered very good earnings have rewarded well. So whether it's Yes Bank, Tata Motors, L&T, Cement, do you continue to back these earnings related stories, or do you look at some new themes now?
New themes are also about the possibility of earnings coming through. One of the statements we saw was that Mr. Gadkari said we are doing about 30 kilometers now, what was 10 kilometers and all road making, and we want in next 3 years. See, this 2018-19 is very important for this government. So they are saying that in 2018-19 we want to do 100 kilometers per day. I said forget about 100 kilometers. If you end up doing 50-60 kilometers per day, I think you will not get cement anywhere, you know. So these are huge statements. So we have to read into that, and we have to figure out what they're saying. Is it actually planned? Because nothing happens overnight. If you want to do 100 kilometers, you have to buy the land, you have to give the contracts, then, you know, those kind of dollars must also be visible on the ground. So those are the opportunities.
Okay. Well, Ramdev, it's always a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much for dropping by in our studio, and it looks like your presence has had a calming impact on the markets. We spoke to a lot of experts, and they did bring the markets a little less into the red, but you brought it into the green. Thank you very much for joining us. And yes, stock markets will always look at individual stories. Ramdev is a past master at that. And today the markets have done what they do best. Looked at the news, decided that it's not going to have an immediate impact on growth, and used the opportunity to buy. Let's take a break on that note. We'll have to come back and track the action in the commodities and currency space as well. And thereafter, we have more corporates and experts joining us.